got Sack vs. TV week 150.
When a girl, instead of saying that you're attractive, she be like, "Oh, mad girls be trying to talk to you, huh?"
Just want to say what y'all.
Just say it.
I'm like, damn.
All you gotta do is say it.
Yeah.
Bad girls
Damn.
be trying to talk to you. Just say
I'm gonna just start saying yes.
yes. Just be forward. Just be forward. Forward is the way to be, man.
Is it though?
I can't talk to you because you got mad.
Pip, you ain't never heard that.
Oh my God.
What's in your mind after hearing this? What's your reaction? Why? And share a life experience that you've had that connects to this.
I have a lifetime of experience that connects to this with men that are attractive that I've even expressed that you're an attractive man. Like whether they express some type of interest, usually it comes off, usually that, okay, like an attractive man will express interests and then talk about, oh, well, yeah, like mad women be after me for blase skip. And I'm like, well, you're an attractive man. You're attractive. You're very handsome, or, something to that nature. And that's not hard for a woman to say. If a woman is definitely coming from an authentic place, like such as myself, like I'm not going to tell a man that he's not attractive if he's not, like people are attractive for several different reasons. But like as far as like whatever, like it's not hard for a woman to say that a man is attractive. And I totally agree. Yeah. Just say it. If you're attracted to a man, like alluding to the fact that, oh yeah, you must, my line was, oh yeah, you must get, I bet you get more ass than the toilet seat. Same thing, right? Same thing. You must get mad. Blah, 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 blah. But, a woman is gonna, a woman who's gonna be straight with you, is gonna tell you you're an attractive man. You're very attractive. You're very handsome. You're sexy. I don't have any problem with saying that to any man whose opinion, if it's my opinion of that man, I don't have any problem with making it plain. So, in fact, every man that I have expressed that to, I don't know, like I get like some type of like fishing type of feedback. Like, oh really? I know that. When they know they're handsome. And they know that a lot of women really do be at them. For real, like, alright. Okay. It's not a problem for women who aren't on the games to say to a man who's attractive to them that you're attractive, you're handsome, you're sexy. We don't have that problem. That's my answer.
Oh, right. Right at the buzzer, actually. Okay, cool. And I will say that it's so interesting because it was interesting to hear him explain that sometimes when people are into you, the way they will tell you is they'll tell you like, oh, mad other people must want you. Because that actually brought me back, this is my story, brought me back to a time in my late 20s, maybe early 30s when I first met, and I think that it was early 30s. I was in the frozen yogurt shop, and this gorgeous thick dark chocolate man walked through the doors, and I was like, "Oh, he's handsome," but I was just like, "Whatever," and just continued getting my ice cream because it was a self-serve shop, frozen yo, if you know that, Kevin. But I got my frozen yogurt.
Was it a Menchie's?
I'm sorry.
Was it Menchie's? Was it a Menchie's?
It's called frozen yo.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. And just went ahead and got my stuff and walked out, and he actually he got his stuff first, walked out before me, and I'm like, well, beautiful guys walk in and out your life just like that. Oh well, so what? Another one bites the disappears. And after I check out, I go and sitting down outside of the place, I noticed that he comes back, and I'm like, oh wow, because I'd already started listening to my podcast and all that. Like, oh well, I'm gonna enjoy my frozen yogurt. And he came back and sat down right next to me, and I was like, oh wow, okay. And he says to me, wow, a lot of you must have, and this is what he said, you must have girls constantly throwing themselves at you because you're a very handsome man. And I was like, be still my heart, because he's like, women must
fishing. That's what I'm talking about.
And that's what he was. And I didn't realize it. And I said to him, because at that point I was becoming more comfortable living in my truth as a homosexual man. And I said to him, well, honestly, a bunch of women don't throw themselves at me, and a bunch of men don't throw themselves at me either. But of the two, I'd prefer the men to throw themselves at me. And he was like, oh, okay. So I thought I'd pass it off to him. I don't need to tell this whole story again. This doesn't need to be my answer. Because my answer is, yeah, because I will say this. When I responded to him, and I was like, a bunch of women must throw themselves at you because you're so handsome. And I was saying that, fishing for him to respond to me with, oh, well, no, I also like men. But that's not what he said. He said, well, women don't throw themselves at me, but I haven't been in a relationship with a woman in the past 5 years. And I'm like, okay. But because he didn't explicitly tell me that he was homosexual, I didn't take him as homosexual. I was just like, okay. And we had further interaction that really would seal the deal to some. But if somebody gives me the whole heterosexual thing, I'm not going to be the one to try to convert them. That's not me. Even if they're obviously or possibly obviously something else, I'm not going to put in that work, if you will.
Frank.
Huh?
I don't mean to interrupt, Frank, but he was trying to hit on you.
And I realized that, but
he said to you, I bet a whole bunch of women. He said to you, I bet a whole bunch of women.
Kevin.
Okay, so in regards to the video, at least I think I got most of it. Yeah, I've just never been the type of person to quote unquote turn someone. And I honestly don't think that you could turn anyone. They had to have been curious from jump anyway. As far as how it relates to me, I definitely have not turned anyone or even attempted. Yeah, friend of mine is, well, just say straight. At least he says that. So yeah, I used in the past long time ago. I used to have a crush on him, and I told him that, and really to this day, we still friends. It's been nearly 20 years, and we still cool.
All right. Does anybody have anything else to say, or are we ready for the last video? Well, actually,
Yeah. I do have one quick thing to say. Like in my mind, like if a woman asks a man that she's attracted to or potentially interested in, she's just trying to find out